Eggs are one of the most essential and widely consumed foods on the planet. They are an affordable, high-quality protein source, a staple in almost every cuisine, and an agricultural product that has shaped economies worldwide. But have you ever wondered, which country produces the most eggs in the world? How has egg production changed over the decades? And what surprising shifts have occurred in the global egg market? In today's video, we're taking you on an incredible journey through the rise of the world's largest egg-producing countries, exploring how egg farming evolved from small backyard operations to a high-tech, multi-billion-dollar industry. So let's dive into the data and crack open the story of the global egg industry. Back in the 1960s, egg production looked completely different from what we see today. Most eggs came from small, family-owned farms, where chickens roamed freely and laid eggs at a natural pace. There were no automated feeding systems, no climate-controlled poultry houses, and no large-scale industrial farms. Egg collection was entirely manual, and farmers relied on traditional feed rather than scientifically optimized diets. Production was seasonal, with egg availability fluctuating based on temperature, daylight hours, and weather conditions. During this time, the United States, the Soviet Union, and Japan were the leading egg producers. Their agricultural sectors had begun modernizing, but large-scale egg production was still in its early stages. In contrast, China, which would later become the world's largest egg producer, was far behind, with small-scale rural farming dominating its production. Eggs were widely consumed, but their availability varied significantly between countries. While they were already a household staple in some regions, other nations relied more on meat and dairy for protein. However, as populations grew and demand for affordable protein sources increased, the egg industry was set to undergo a massive transformation. The 1980s marked the beginning of a global egg production boom. Driven by advances in agricultural science, genetics, and automation, egg farming transitioned from small-scale family operations to large-scale, industrialized systems. Countries like the United States, Japan, and Germany began adopting automated feeding and watering systems to improve efficiency, climate-controlled poultry houses to allow for year-round egg production, high-efficiency laying hen breeds, capable of producing over 250 eggs per year. At the same time, China and India started making massive investments in poultry farming, modernizing their agricultural sectors and expanding their egg production capacities. During this period, Mexico and Brazil also emerged as rising players, capitalizing on their large populations and growing domestic demand. The global egg industry saw rapid growth as production efficiency increased, costs decreased, eggs became more widely available and affordable worldwide. By the late 1990s, eggs had solidified their place as one of the most important food products globally, and the competition among producing nations was heating up. The 21st century saw China take the lead as the world's dominant egg producer. By 2010, China was producing more eggs than the next three largest producers combined, accounting for over 35% of the world's total egg production. This explosive growth was fueled by government-backed agricultural policies focused on food security, massive expansion of large-scale poultry farms, technological advancements in egg production and distribution. At the same time, India, Mexico, and Brazil emerged as powerhouse egg producers, driven by population growth and rising domestic consumption. Meanwhile, in Europe and North America, consumer demand shifted toward organic, cage-free, and pasture-raised eggs, forcing producers to adapt to new regulations and ethical farming practices. In response, poultry farms in the US, Germany, and the Netherlands invested heavily in sustainable egg production, phasing out battery cages and increasing animal welfare standards. By 2020, global egg production had reached record-breaking levels, but the industry also faced significant new challenges. Today, the global egg industry is undergoing a new wave of innovation and sustainability efforts. Countries around the world are adopting next-generation farming technologies to reduce environmental impact, optimize efficiency, improve egg quality and nutritional value. Some of the biggest advancements include AI-powered monitoring systems that track hen health and egg production in real time, precision feeding techniques that maximize nutrition while minimizing waste, automated egg collection and sorting systems that increase efficiency and reduce labor costs. Meanwhile, the shift toward cage-free, free-range, and organic eggs continues, particularly in Europe and North America, where consumer demand for ethical and sustainable products is at an all-time high. Additionally, emerging egg-producing nations like Russia, Turkey, and Indonesia are expanding their production capacities, seeking to increase their share of the global market. But perhaps the biggest disruptor in the industry is the rise of alternative egg production methods, including lab-grown eggs made from cultivated egg proteins, plant-based egg substitutes, which are gaining popularity in vegan and health-conscious markets. With climate change and resource scarcity becoming more pressing concerns, the egg industry must innovate and adapt to ensure sustainable food production for the future. One thing is certain: the competition among the world's largest egg producers is fiercer than ever. As of now, the top egg-producing countries in the world are China, producing over 35% of global eggs. China dominates the market with its massive, highly industrialized poultry sector. India, rapidly expanding production to meet growing domestic and international demand. United States, a leader in both traditional and cage-free egg production. Mexico, the largest per capita consumer of eggs with a booming poultry industry. Brazil, a rising powerhouse, exporting eggs to countries around the world. Will China continue to hold the top spot? Or will another country rise to claim the title of the world's largest egg producer? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: the global demand for eggs will only keep growing. From small backyard farms to high-tech industrial operations, the journey of egg farming has been truly extraordinary. Over the past 60 years, we've seen massive technological advancements that transformed the industry, the rise of new egg-producing nations that reshaped global supply chains, consumer-driven changes in farming practices, shifting toward sustainability and animal welfare. Despite all these transformations, eggs remain one of the world's most essential, affordable, and versatile foods. And as the world's population continues to grow, the race to produce more eggs, more efficiently and more sustainably, will only intensify. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the global egg industry. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.